What's good, BrazyGang, man? Now, in case you guys don't know, or you've been living under a rock all 2020, man, the new PS5 and Xbox Series X is coming soon this year, 2020, man. Now, me personally, I am a Sony fan. I am PS5 gang all the way. I've experienced with Microsoft, Xbox, and all that in the past and the future, but Sony always come and get me. It always comes out on top for me, man. So today we're gonna be reacting to everything you need to know about the PS5 and Xbox Series X, man. But look at this title. I guess they're trying to compare the two. You feel me? And I've seen the PS5 model and it looks gorgeous. The Xbox always had that little weird shape, man. But anyways, we can get right into this video. I ain't gonna hold you up any longer, man. Let's get it, let's go, let's check it out.
The PlayStation 5 reveal event has come and gone, and we now know so much more about the PS5 and the future of gaming as a whole. There are plenty of amazing exclusives coming to PS5, and best of all, we finally saw what the console is going to look like. So now that we finally got the PS5 news we were all desperately craving, let's take a look at how the console...
Bro, one thing I hate that they're doing, they keep milking GTA 5, bro. Why can't they just move on to a new GTA? We've had that GTA 5 since freaking PS3, bro. It's been about 4 or 5 years we had that jump, bro. I know, bro, they know we're tired of that game, bro. I'm getting sick and tired of killing the same people over and over in that freaking game, bro. That makes no sense. Why they keep milking it? Oh my god, bro. Please come out with GTA 6. Please. To the point, like,
stacks up to Microsoft's Xbox Series X. These consoles have a lot in common, but they also have plenty of differences that we'll touch on in this video. Let's get into it. There were so many game trailers and gameplay demos on display during the PS5 reveal event that it was hard to keep track of everything that was going on. But when the dust settled, we learned about some huge exclusive games for the PS5. So let's kick things off with the first exclusive that was announced. Insomniac's Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Looks nice, bro.
If you loved Marvel's Spider-Man for PS4, then you must be really excited for Spider-Man Miles Morales, which will be released during the holiday season of 2020.
I'm definitely copping that.
That means
game,
there's
bro.
a good chance that it's going to be a launch title for the PS5. That being said, the fact that it's not called Spider-Man 2 Miles Morales has us thinking that the game isn't a full-on sequel, but more of a standalone DLC like the Lost Legacy was for Uncharted 4. Another highly anticipated exclusive game we learned about was Horizon 2 Forbidden West. There have been rumors that Guerrilla was working on a sequel, and who would have thunk it, those rumors were true. The gameplay trailer for the game was beyond gorgeous, and it looks like it's going to be a huge hit for the PS5. Even the Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart gameplay trailer blew our minds. It really showcased the power of that SSD as entire levels were loaded in what felt almost instantaneous. Gran Turismo 7 got a gameplay trailer as well. Since the graphics in racing games have kind of plateaued with pretty much photorealistic cars on PS4 and Xbox One, the developers emphasized competitive play and a revamped campaign mode. If you're into racing games, they won't get much better than Gran Turismo 7. Sackboy: A Big Adventure looks to bring a much-needed change to the Little Big Planet series that has gotten a bit stale in recent years. It looks to be a fully 3D spin-off that reminds us of Super Mario Odyssey, which is always a good thing. Surprisingly, we also learned that a remake of Demon's Souls will be released on PS5, and we're really looking forward to reading the words "You died" every 5 seconds in glorious 4K resolution. As for the Xbox Series X, well, it has 3 confirmed exclusives at launch: Halo Infinite, Scorn, and The Ascent. Not that we have anything against Scorn or The Ascent, but Halo is obviously the top dog out of those 3. All we're saying is that Scorn and The Ascent are
That's the only reason why I would get an Xbox, bro, because Halo, bro. I play Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, bro. Halo is one badass game. Like, that's the only reason why I get the Xbox. Like, I don't know why. It's just the model for me, bro, that gets me. Like, the control looks the same. Why do you have to make the Xbox so damn tall for? What y'all trying to gain from that?
New IPs, while Halo has been one of Microsoft's best Xbox exclusives for years. So we've got high hopes for Infinite on the Series X. Maybe it'll finally have a Battle Royale mode. Who knows, but we're sure the game will be as polished as they come.
Nice,
in terms of games that'll be playable for both consoles at launch, we have Rainbow Six Siege and Fortnite. Two very popular shooters, but no one's going to buy a PS5 or Xbox Series X to play Fortnite or Siege. Again, they're not bad games, but they're just already playable on current-gen consoles. We'll most likely be getting additional games in the coming weeks after the launch of the consoles, and this is what has us gamers the most excited. We just can't wait to eventually play Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Cyberpunk 2077, Call of Duty Warzone, Destiny 2, Outriders, and many, many more on the console of our choice. Plus, as we've seen in the demo, it looks like anything running on Unreal Engine is going to be amazing on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Well, the recent PS5 reveal event focused mostly on the games coming out for the console. It ended with one heck of a bang by revealing the design of the PS5. We've been waiting for this moment for what feels like forever, and it finally happened. The design definitely didn't disappoint either, as we saw a beautiful, curvy, and futuristic console from Sony that just screams next generation. On top of all that, we saw two different versions of the PS5. The standard PS5 with a 4K Blu-ray disc drive and a digital edition PS5 without the drive. We can safely assume that the digital edition will be cheaper than the standard PS5, which may be bad news for Microsoft in the price wars, since they don't have a version of the Xbox Series X without a 4K Blu-ray disc drive.
There's no need for that,
Still, we don't have official prices on any of the consoles just yet, as those will most likely be revealed later this year. Speaking of the Xbox Series X, it's a beautiful-looking machine.
No, it's not. Don't
compared
lie.
to the PS5, it's a very simple design that doesn't bring much attention to it. Microsoft didn't try anything radical with the design to make it look like it's from the future, or anything like that. It's one color with a huge vent at the top. It looks more like a PC tower than anything else, and that's a good thing, because as we all know, that's where consoles are headed. If they're supposed to rival PCs, it'd make sense for their form factor to also resemble a PC. With this design, the massive heatsink of the Xbox Series X has enough room to do its thing, and the console definitely shouldn't be running into any thermal issues. As for controllers, we were beyond impressed with the PS5's DualSense controller.
It's beautiful, bro.
Not only does it look good, but it looks like a big improvement over the DualShock 4. It has a much more rounded and ergonomic design, and the light bar now sits on the sides of the touchpad instead of at the top of the controller.
Legendary.
We're not big fans of the touchpad, but it makes sense to keep it if DualShock 4 controllers are supposed to be compatible with the PS5 as well. In terms of new features, the controller will support haptic feedback and have adaptive triggers in the L2 and R2 buttons, which will allow us to truly feel the tension of our actions. The share button has been replaced with the create button on the DualSense that'll also be used to take pictures and record video clips among other things that Sony hasn't shared with us yet. The controller even comes with a built-in microphone, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and USB-C support. Even the Xbox Series X controller isn't as flashy as the PS5's DualSense, but it will definitely get the job done and then some. It looks a lot like an improved version of the Xbox One's Elite controller, but with a share button, something the PS4 had and the Xbox One didn't, meaning it was a must-add. What we love about the Series X controller is its hybrid D-pad that's a mix of both a cardinal and circular D-pad. It's the best of both worlds, but we can't complain. Microsoft also made a point to mention that the Series X controller has improved latency, which makes sense seeing as it's supposed to be compatible with Project xCloud. The big issue with the Series X controller is that it still won't have a built-in rechargeable battery. Yeah, that's right, it'll use AA's in 2020.
These guys still stuck in the 2000s, bro. I still remember using batteries for my Xbox when I was in kindergarten, bro. When I was in elementary school. But let go of those fucking batteries. If PS5 can do it, why can't y'all? The fuck?
Which is just pretty ridiculous when you think about it. Now it does have USB-C support, but come on, this is a big reason why many gamers believe the DualSense is the better controller. Sure, the Series X controller has a better D-pad, but let's be honest. AA batteries? Give it the times, Microsoft. On the spec sheet, both consoles are very impressive, but let's start by comparing the CPUs. The PS5 is packed with an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU clocked at 3.5 GHz with a variable frequency. The Series X is running an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU clocked at 3.8 GHz. Both CPUs are running the same architecture, but the Series X will be running at a consistently higher clock speed compared to the PS5. Due to that, the Series X has the PS5 beat here, but not by much. In terms of the GPU, the PS5 is running a custom RDNA 2 GPU with 36 compute units capable of producing 10.28 teraflops clocked at 2.23 GHz.
I don't know what that is, bro. They're blowing my mind. That's like learning.
The Series X has a custom RDNA 2 GPU with 52 compute units capable of producing 12 teraflops clocked at 1.825 gigahertz. The PS5 has a lower teraflop count and less compute units in its GPU compared to the Series X. It has a higher maximum clock speed. Still, the fact that the Series X has nearly 2 more teraflops than the PS5 gives it the edge again, but don't expect graphics to look noticeably better on the Series X. It's a marginal difference. Both consoles have 16 gigs of GDDR6 RAM, so they're pretty much tied in terms of memory, but they differ vastly when it comes to storage. The PS5 has a custom 825 gig solid-state drive under the hood, with an expansion bay for additional storage. The Xbox Series X has a 1 terabyte custom NVMe SSD, also with an expansion bay for additional storage. This all makes it seem like the Series X has the better SSD, but not so fast. Literally, we didn't even get into the read and write speeds yet, which is where the PS5's SSD blows the Series X's right out of the water. It's capable of 5.529 gigabytes per second speeds, which is blazing fast, even for a solid-state drive. On the other hand, the Xbox Series X's SSD is much less impressive, as it's only capable of 2.426 gigabytes per second speeds. What this means is that games should load quite a lot faster on the PS5 compared to Xbox Series X, almost entirely eliminating loading screens. Even though the Series X's SSD has more storage, it just doesn't have the speed to compete with the PS5. Plus, both consoles have an expansion bay anyway, so that difference in storage is far from a game changer. Both consoles will support up to 8K resolution for select games, as well as 120 frames per second gameplay and ray tracing. So games will not only look incredible on both consoles, but they should run smoothly as well, with 60 FPS being the minimum frame rate developers are aiming for this upcoming generation. As for backwards compatibility, well, it looks like the Series X has the upper hand. The PS5 is going to be backwards compatible with a quote-unquote overwhelming majority of PS4 titles. It won't be compatible with every single one of them, but we assume the big titles like Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, God of War, and more will be playable on the PS5 at launch. The Xbox Series X will support all games playable on the Xbox One. On top of all that, it's even backwards compatible with Xbox 360 and original Xbox console titles. But only if those titles are supported through backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. So technically, the Series X is backwards compatible with 4 generations of gaming, while the PS5 is only compatible with 2, which is a big win for Microsoft. And that's everything you need to know about the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Alright, BrazyGang, that's gonna cap it off for today's video, man. Make sure y'all, I want to hear y'all opinion on this, bro. Y'all team PlayStation 5 or team Xbox Series X, bro? Y'all know who I'm working with, team PlayStation 5, you feel me? Now, with that being said, when I get my hands on the PS5, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch, all types of games, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's going to be lit, bro. I'm going to be doing some new legendary things, and it's going to be hilarious, bro. I'm telling you, man, you don't want to miss it, bro. But with that being said, make sure you guys slap that like button for your boy and comment down below what videos I should watch, react to, and any pranks you want me to do. I'm here all 2020, the grind don't stop. You feel me? Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications to join BrazyGang. And man, I'm out. The content is gonna keep getting better and better all 2020. You feel me? The grind don't stop with me. BrazyZay, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.